Hey, welcome back to C.O.G Music. I'm Steve, and I did a little playthrough demonstration on an Ibanez ALT30 that I purchased, and I'm going to do the review now. This is the guitar, and one of the things I came across online looking for a guitar like this, it's an acoustic electric. It's fairly, thin bodied. It does not have anywhere near the depth of the body as a dreadnought would have. And one of the common complaints I saw online about the guitar was that it didn't have a booming sound for an acoustic guitar. Well, when you go over to Ibanez's website and you check out exactly what their idea was behind making this guitar, it wasn't to have a booming sounding acoustic guitar. It actually was made with the intention of being a transitional guitar for people who pretty much exclusively have played electric guitar, but would like to add an acoustic guitar to their collection. There are many features about this guitar that are similar to an electric guitar. Number one, the string gauge on this is a 0.009. The high E string is that thin of a string, much thinner than, like I said, normally when I have an acoustic and I do want that booming sound, I go with 13s. This is a 9. So the strings are much thinner than you would normally come across on an acoustic guitar. But with the strings being that thin, it allows for a much closer to the fretboard setup. It has an extremely low action. Another thing that is very noticeable about this guitar is where the neck joins the body. It's at the 16th fret. Now, normally acoustic guitars are joined at the 14th fret, some even at the 12th. This is at the 16th, so there's a lot of room down here for playing. Like most Ibanez electric guitars, it's set up to play very fast. So if you are a picking style electric guitarist, this is really set up to probably what is your liking. I love the metallic finish on it. It does have a pick guard, but it's almost like a satin clear, so that it doesn't really cover up that nice orange metallic color to it. I don't even know, you can kind of make it out there, but I thought that was really clever by Ibanez to do. It's got these really nice inlays. I like these, and they seem to be, more reminiscent of what you would find on an Ibanez electric guitar. The headstock has a more pointy, aggressive shape to it than Ibanez acoustics. And this is a little thing that I've grown to really like. And like many electric guitars, the tuners are all on one side of the head. And not a big difference as far as tuning and the amount of time it takes to do that. But it is easier and does save a small amount of time instead of going, from 3 top of the head down to 3 on the bottom, as is the case on all the other acoustics I own. That's a nice feature. It does have a truss rod adjustment up here rather than inside the sound hole at the bottom of the neck. It's extremely light, and all of those things combine. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, the fretboard itself is very flat, doesn't have much of a radius at all to it. Again, very similar to an electric guitar. But when I was deciding whether or not to get this particular guitar, I was thinking about the flip side of the coin. You know, if it's made for an electric guitarist who wants to purchase maybe a first acoustic guitar to their collection, but have it play very similarly to what they already have, that's really what Ibanez is gearing this towards. But what about the other way? Someone like myself who pretty much exclusively plays acoustic guitars, but would like to try something more electric guitar setup-wise and ease of playability-wise, but does prefer the sound of an acoustic guitar to an electric. And this fits that bill perfectly as well. I mentioned in a previous video that I have bought 3 guitars on eBay from a store that is called Bob Clark's Music. That's where I got this. It's a open box guitar. It is set up at the store, and all 3 of the guitars I purchased have been set up extremely well. Whatever it was that made this rejected at the factory it was manufactured in is dealt with by Bob Clark Music. And again, I can't come across any flaws on this guitar whatsoever. He had 3, and they were different colors, all 3 of them. He had this orange metallic one. He had a blue metallic one. It was really deep blue. It almost, from the pictures, looked purple. And then there was almost like an olive green metallic. But when you go on Ibanez's website and you look at the ALT30, I would assume they've updated their website to include 2025 models. This is only available in one color, and it's a black metallic. They will change the colors that a particular model is available in from year to year. It kind of seems to be the norm recently that there's fewer choices. But like I said, this at Bob Clark's Music was available in those 3 colors. My first inclination, the one that appealed to me the most in the pictures, was the blue one. By the time I decided to pull the trigger and get one, the blue one was gone. So between the 2, the green and this orange one, I decided on getting the orange one. I have no regrets about that whatsoever. It actually looks really cool, in my opinion. It is even better looking in person than it was in the pictures, and I really, really like it. But that's the main point of an ALT30 Ibanez acoustic electric. Let's get into how it plays. I'm not going to get into, the types of woods. I do believe the body is a laminate, which would explain why it's so light. It really is very light. The electronics are great sounding. I am using a couple of effects. I'm using a classic chorus pedal and a echo delay pedal as well. So it's extremely easy to play. They kind of styled it with an electric guitar in mind, the, not round sound hole, kind of aggressive looking features, not subtle, soft features that you would expect in an acoustic guitar. The angled neck here at the body, again, the inlays, kind of an aggressive, sharp shape to them. And again, the head, again, pointed, sleek, as opposed to soft, rounded curves. The other thing about where the neck joins the body and it being the 16th fret is, as with any guitar, as you work your way up the neck, the frets get more compact as you work your way up. And again, that just translates into moving from one string into the other very quickly. It's kind of a negative aspect when you're playing chord variations high up the neck. You know, there's smaller room to fit. That's one of the things I intend to get into more. More blues style playing and more picking, along with my typical rhythm guitar chord-based playing. But I did think that, again, because this was set up as it is, that it would really help me make that transition easier. So it's a really great guitar. It doesn't come with a bag. It does come with all those extra features that Ibanez includes. As far as extra bridge pins, comes with an extra saddle. And just, I am really, really happy with everything, including the appearance of this orange metallic ALT30. Again, you may have to look around to find variations that were available at one point on the ALT30, but they were manufactured in different colors. So keep your eye open. And again, I highly recommend Bob Clark Music on eBay. You can save a lot of money. Again, the 3 guitars I've purchased from there. There's one I keep at work for practicing when time allows. This guitar and the 12-string that I reviewed earlier are all from Bob Clark. I have found no issues with any of those 3 guitars, and sell much cheaper than a new guitar. You can't find a good deal, and you can't find other colors other than what's now available on Ibanez's website. So that will conclude the ALT30 review. Thank you for checking this out. I'll see you on the next one. Take care and have fun.